So not only did Meghan Markle use the crisis engulfing the British royal family over the weekend to get political at a new event in Hollywood promoting race disharmony that she wasn't invited to, that she gate crashed at the last minute, as is now her plan.
What went down on that red carpet was far from your usual celebrity walk. Tension wrapped in glamour, where every glance and every move hinted at power plays and subtle shade that most people completely missed. Cameras caught more than what made the headlines. And when you really see what went on between Meghan Markle and those around her, it's wild. That night's vibe explains why this story has everyone talking nonstop. Meghan reportedly showed up at a major Hollywood event she wasn't even invited to, pulling a last-minute move and crashing the gala like it was nothing. And this wasn't just any party. It was a high-profile event celebrating Black-owned businesses. So what do you think actually happened between Meghan and Emma that night? Was it straight-up shade, a quiet battle for control, or just an awkward moment blown out of proportion? Something had quietly run under the radar for 6 years. But the moment Meghan Markle showed up, suddenly everyone knew about it. Convenient timing, right? Here's where it gets juicy. The person who reportedly brought Meghan into the mix was Emma Greta, a powerhouse PR expert and businesswoman who knows exactly how to work a spotlight. And if you've been following them, you know Meghan and Emma already had a bit of history. They sat down for a podcast last year that many called straight up mortifying. So yeah, tension was already there. When they reunited on that red carpet, it showed big time. Watch the footage closely. Emma is clearly trying to keep things professional, subtly guiding Meghan into place for the perfect camera shot. But Meghan wasn't having it. There's a sharp little moment where she pulls away from Emma's touch. Quick, but impossible to miss. Emma's expression flashes surprise, maybe even irritation. The air between them feels cold, tight, and full of quiet competition. This was a friendly link-up. It looked like a silent standoff under Hollywood's bright lights. It wasn't just tension. It was straight-up competition. Two women used commanding attention, quietly battling for control, while the cameras rolled. Picture this. You show up at someone else's event, one you weren't even invited to, and suddenly you're competing with a host for the spotlight. Bold move, right? But looking at Meghan Markle's past public moments, it fits a pattern. Subtle tension, side glances, and that undeniable need to be the center of attention. No matter who's supposed to have the moment, she somehow ends up owning it. And if that first red carpet moment made you squirm, the next part takes it up a notch. As Meghan moved down the carpet, an assistant trailed beside her, working overtime to keep everything flawless. The mission: make Meghan look perfect. But that dress wasn't helping. Observers noticed immediately. It was loose in places, bunched in others, and clearly not tailored to her frame. Some fashion insiders even whisper it looked borrowed or rented. So there's Meghan, smiling for the cameras, fully aware every lens is locked on her, while her assistant crouches, tugging and smoothing every wrinkle, adjusting the train, making sure every inch looks right. The effort was visible, the tension palpable, and every move underlined the silent battle for control over the spotlight. But Meghan's energy said all. Focus on the attention, soaking it in while her team scrambled behind her to hold everything together. The contrast was impossible to miss. Photographers clicked away, flashes bursting across the carpet, and her assistant reached out one last time to fix a loose piece of fabric. Then came the moment that changed everything. Meghan's hand shot out, not soft or polite, but sharp swat that drove the assistant back. Her expression was ice cold, giving a split-second look that practically screamed, "You've done enough. Step back." The assistant froze, stunned, then stepped back fast, embarrassed and hurt, trying not to draw more attention. All in front of flashing cameras and a crowd watching every move. That moment of public humiliation was impossible to ignore. And it raises the real question. If someone acts this way toward a team member in front of the press, what happens when no one is watching? It's the kind of behavior that makes people take notice, especially considering Meghan has faced similar accusations before. But Meghan's energy said it all. Focus on the attention, soaking in while her team scrambled behind her to hold everything together. The contrast was impossible to miss. Photographers clicked away, flashes bursting across the carpet, and her assistant reached out one last time to fix a loose piece of fabric. Then came the moment that changed everything. Meghan's hand shot out, not soft or polite, but a sharp swat that drove the assistant back. Her expression was ice cold, giving a split-second look that practically screamed, "You've done enough. Step back." The assistant froze, stunned, then stepped back fast, embarrassed and hurt, trying not to draw more attention, all in front of flashing cameras and a crowd watching every move. That moment of public humiliation was impossible to ignore, and it raises the real question. If someone acts this way toward a team member in front of the press, what happens when no one is watching? It's the kind of behavior that makes people take notice, especially considering Meghan has faced similar accusations before. It wasn't meant to be a celebrity showdown. It was a gala celebrating Black-owned businesses, shining a light on economic empowerment and community growth, a cause that truly matters. But people couldn't ignore what Meghan Markle brought to the table. She walked in positioning herself as a champion of diversity, equity, and inclusion, the face of empowerment. But when folks looked closer at her own organization, Archwell, the picture didn't quite match the message. Reports claim her staff is overwhelmingly white, with little visible diversity, a glaring contradiction for someone preaching inclusivity so loudly. If you're taking the stage for equality and representation, shouldn't your own team reflect those same values? There's nothing wrong with hiring qualified people, no matter their background. Skill and merit should always come first, but you can't play both sides. Walking into a gala celebrating Black-owned businesses, highlighting your biracial heritage when it fits, and then leading an organization that doesn't reflect those values isn't advocacy. It's opportunism. And this isn't the first time people have noticed this pattern. Meghan seems to adjust parts of her identity depending on what benefits her in the moment. When it serves her to highlight her biracial heritage, Meghan Markle is front and center, but when it doesn't, it quietly fades into the background. Look at her inner circle. Most of her closest friends are white. The men she's dated and eventually married are white, and reports suggest the majority of her hires are, too. Yet when cameras flash at an event focused on diversity or equity, she suddenly steps into the role of activist and symbol of representation. That switch-up is what has people talking. No one is saying she can't embrace every part of who she is. Everyone has a right to define their identity and connect with their heritage however they choose. But the key word here is authenticity. If your public image doesn't match your private choices, if your words don't line up with your actions, people notice, and they question it. When something feels rehearsed instead of real, the world sees right through it. Then there was the dress. Fashion watchers couldn't stop talking the moment Meghan Markle stepped out, especially with comparisons to Vanessa Hudgens, who wore a nearly identical silhouette at the Oscars. The difference? Vanessa's look was flawless, tailored perfectly, styled to the last detail, a true show of elegance and wealth. Meghan's version, however, didn't land the same way. Critics joked it looked like she grabbed it off a rack, maybe borrowed it last minute, and slipped it on without a single fitting. One fashion critic even asked, "Seriously, how expensive is a tailor?" And it hit hard, because Meghan has the resources, access to the best stylists, tailors, designers, and glam teams money can buy. So why does she keep showing up at major events looking like prep work stopped halfway? Carelessness, taste, or just not noticing when details are off? Whatever the reason, people noticed, and they noticed big time. Then came the photos. Once images from inside the event started circulating online, fans and fashion blogs noticed something off. Faces looked softened, backgrounds blurred, lighting seemed unnatural. One image even made it look like Meghan Markle was superimposed while the person next to her appeared oddly blurred. Sure, retouching is normal in Hollywood, but this looked heavy-handed, almost desperate, and it raised questions about whether someone was trying too hard to perfect the image. The context makes it even more striking. While Meghan posed in Hollywood, Prince Harry was thousands of miles away in a London courtroom, claiming the press had made her life miserable under constant scrutiny. Yet the red carpet footage tells a very different story. Her face lit up as the flashes went off, every step, every pose, every smile radiating confidence and joy. The contradiction is stark. Meghan wasn't hiding from the cameras. She was thriving in them. The chaos of photographers shouting her name, the flashing lights. That's when she looked most at ease, most herself. So when Prince Harry tells a court that media attention has made Meghan Markle's life miserable, eyebrows inevitably rise. Because the footage tells a very different story. She's not avoiding the spotlight. She's chasing it, showing up at events she wasn't invited to, diving straight back into public life. It's clear this is exactly where she wants to be. That pattern matters because it contradicts the narrative that Harry gave up his royal life for her mental health, claiming she couldn't handle the media pressure. If that were true, why does she keep walking right into the glare cameras? And then there's the infamous white chocolate situation. Perfect evidence of how she plays a publicity game. She's been promoting her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, where one product, a white chocolate bar, reportedly struggles with sales. Her solution? Pull Harry into it for a promo video. But watch closely. She doesn't ask him, she tells him, and the audience what's happening, repeating white chocolate multiple times. The message is clear. This is all about controlling attention, shaping perception, and making sure the story lands exactly how she wants it. It wasn't really a romantic moment at all. It was marketing disguised as one. Prince Harry just stands there, holding the white chocolate bar, smiling awkwardly, not even taking a bite, while Meghan Markle makes sure every detail is highlighted. People couldn't help but notice the disconnect. If the product were truly something special, wouldn't he at least taste it? The whole thing came off less like a cute couple moment and more like a carefully staged sales pitch. And then there's the product itself. Hempen flower sprinkles with white chocolate. On paper, it sounds like a gourmet creation, but in reality, it comes off as someone tossing trendy ingredients together, hoping for a miracle. Observers compared it to a Pinterest experiment gone wrong, rather than a luxury brand breakthrough. But here's the bigger takeaway. This isn't just about chocolate. It's about Harry's role in the entire operation. At this point, he looks less like a partner and more like a prop. His main contribution to these projects seems to be one thing, and one thing only, his royal connection. Not skill, not creativity, not even Meghan's supposed business expertise, but the word prince. That title is the hook, the selling point, the reason people pay attention. Strip away the royal status, and what's left? A former actress whose Hollywood career never fully launched, and a man who spent his life in an institution that didn't prepare him for real-world business. Together, they're attempting to sell lifestyle products that, in reality, barely anyone is buying. It's the ultimate contradiction. They claim to have left the royal system in search of freedom, yet they still profit off the crown while openly criticizing it. They want the perks, the prestige, the red carpets, the VIP treatment, without the responsibility. They talk about independence, privacy, and stepping away from royal life. Yet everything they do screams publicity and privilege. While Meghan is soaking up the flashbulbs in Hollywood, the real royals are handling issues of global significance. Prince William, for example, had just touched down in Riyadh for a major diplomatic visit with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. He spent hours in high-stakes discussions, navigating matters with real-world consequences, all while the ongoing Epstein/Prince Andrew situation loomed in the background. The contrast couldn't be sharper. William and Catherine addressed the crisis with calm, direct statements, expressing concern for the victims and focusing on the facts. No drama, no self-focus, just dignity and accountability. Meanwhile, Meghan somehow manages to make every story about herself. Every controversy, every headline, somehow circles back to her. Even when the situation has nothing to do with her, she finds a way to place herself at the center. The Andrew scandal isn't tabloid gossip. It's potentially criminal. Newly surfaced documents allegedly show that Prince Andrew forwarded confidential government information to Jeffrey Epstein. Police are reviewing these materials and may launch a formal investigation. That's the kind of crisis that demands integrity, careful handling, and accountability. And yet, while serious matters unfold thousands of miles away, the world watches Meghan thrive in the chaos of Hollywood lights. The irony is striking. We, the public, are complicit in keeping the spectacle alive. Every click, every scroll, every comment feeds the cycle. Every glance, every gesture, every frame of the red carpet gets dissected, and the more people criticize her, the more relevant she becomes. The cycle feeds itself, and Meghan continues to dominate the spotlight, fully aware of the power it gives her. It's a strange, unspoken exchange where everyone knows attention is toxic, but no one seems willing to look away. And make no mistake, this story is far from over. More events are coming, more photo ops. And you can bet there will be behind-the-scenes revelations from people who work with the Sussexes and are finally ready to spill what really went down. The tension, the drama, the contradictions. They're not fading anytime soon. The question is whether any of this will spark real change, or if we're trapped in the same never-ending cycle of fame, scrutiny, and spin. Here's why it matters. Moments like these expose the gap between public image and private reality. They show who people really are when the cameras are rolling, and when they think no one is watching. That's why we can't stop asking questions, looking closer, and holding people accountable for the disconnect between what they say and what they do. If we stop paying attention, if we just accept the polished version of the story we're given, we lose the truth entirely. So we keep watching, keep questioning, and keep the spotlight where it belongs, on accountability. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe for more unfiltered analysis, and share this video so more people can see what's really going on. And drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. What do you think is coming next for Meghan and Harry?